Japan has always been at the forefront of technology, but some inventions push the boundaries of reality. Imagine slipping on a mask so realistic you could look exactly like Donald Trump, or anyone else, without detection. Sounds like sci-fi? It's real. And that's just the beginning. From hyper-realistic disguises to next-gen bullet trains and 6G networks, Japan is pushing the limits of innovation. Join us in this video as we explore 8 groundbreaking technologies that are shocking the world.
Welcome to Haneda Hotel. Please use the touch panel to select your language.
Number 8. Human skin suit. The idea of slipping into another person's skin has long been a theme in horror and science fiction, but today, human skin suits have moved beyond the realm of fantasy. These hyper-realistic full-body disguises are no longer just for Hollywood special effects. They are now a reality, crafted with astonishing precision using advanced materials and techniques. Unlike traditional masks that cover only the face, these suits transform the wearer entirely, from head to toe, allowing for a complete change in identity. The development of these skin suits involves a meticulous process that blends art and technology. First, digital models are created to capture every intricate detail of the human body. High-quality silicone is then molded to replicate the natural texture of the skin, ensuring lifelike pores, wrinkles, and even the subtle imperfections that make human skin unique. Every inch of the suit is hand-painted, giving it a natural skin tone, complete with freckles, blemishes, and veins just beneath the surface. Some of these suits even incorporate implanted hairs, and the most advanced models have reinforced areas around the mouth, nose, and eyes, allowing for realistic facial movement and natural expressions. The illusion is so convincing that even close-up, it becomes nearly impossible to distinguish the artificial skin from the real thing. These hyper-realistic disguises have found use in multiple industries, with the film and entertainment sectors being among the most prominent. Actors can now transform into entirely different characters without extensive prosthetics or digital alterations. In theater, these suits allow performers to embody roles that would otherwise require hours of makeup application. But beyond the entertainment world, human skin suits have also caught the interest of security agencies and law enforcement. Some undercover operatives have tested their effectiveness in blending into different environments without detection. The ability to assume another identity without surgery or makeup has led to discussions about their potential use in espionage and covert investigations. However, the existence of these suits also raises serious concerns. Their realism presents significant risks, particularly when it comes to identity fraud and criminal activities. If someone can wear a hyper-realistic human skin suit and convincingly disguise themselves as another person, the implications for security are alarming. The potential to bypass facial recognition technology or commit crimes while assuming another person's identity is a terrifying thought. Law enforcement experts worry that these suits could be used for robberies, impersonations, or even acts of terrorism, making it difficult to determine who is truly behind the mask. Surveillance systems that rely on facial recognition software might be rendered useless against such disguises, pushing authorities to seek new ways of detecting artificial skin and movement patterns that betray their true nature. One of the most impressive examples of hyper-realistic skin suits comes from companies like Metamorphose Masks, which specialize in creating lifelike silicone masks that can fool even the most attentive observers. Their craftsmanship involves advanced molding techniques, where facial structures are replicated down to the finest details, including eye color, skin texture, and expression lines. Some of their designs incorporate power mesh reinforcement in key areas like the mouth, ears, and nose, allowing for extended durability and natural movement. These masks are often sought after in the film industry, where actors use them to take on different identities seamlessly. Similarly, another company, Rainier, has taken the concept of transformation even further by designing full-body silicone suits that allow individuals to alter their gender appearance entirely. These suits cover the entire body, creating a convincing transformation that includes facial features, body proportions, and even anatomical details like realistic breasts, hips, and muscle structure. Their design ensures a natural look, with flexibility that mimics real human movement. Comfortable to wear for extended periods, these suits are often used in performances, cosplay, and even personal identity exploration. They have gained popularity in certain circles where individuals seek to embody a different persona with astonishing realism. In Japan, the idea of wearing another person's face has taken a different turn with the development of hyper-realistic 3D printed masks. Tokyo-based company Kamen Oto has created a system where high-resolution facial images are applied to three-dimensional plastic masks, allowing individuals to assume the appearance of strangers. Unlike silicone skin suits, these masks lack the ability to move with natural expressions, but their eerie resemblance to real faces makes them highly convincing. The demand for these masks has surged, with thousands of people volunteering their portraits to be used for mask production. Despite their high cost, they have attracted a significant customer base, and the company plans to expand by offering designs that represent a wider range of ethnic backgrounds. The world of hyper-realistic disguises doesn't stop at full-body suits and masks. American artist Landon Meyer, founder of Hyperflesh, gained attention for his incredibly lifelike latex masks. His creations first went viral in 2011 when unsettlingly realistic baby masks flooded the internet, capturing the fascination of horror enthusiasts and collectors alike. These masks, handmade with an extraordinary level of detail, quickly became sought after, and demand skyrocketed. At the 2013 Comic-Con festival, Meyer once again gained recognition when he created a Walter White mask from Breaking Bad, which was worn by none other than Bryan Cranston himself. The mask, signed by Cranston, later sold at auction for an astonishing $41,000, proving that these hyper-realistic disguises were not only popular, but also valuable collector's items. While these creations showcase incredible craftsmanship and artistry, they also leave society with pressing questions about their ethical implications. As technology continues to advance, human skin suits and hyper-realistic masks will only become more difficult to detect, raising concerns about how they may be used beyond their intended purposes. The ability to change one's identity so convincingly could reshape the way we think about security, personal identity, and even human interaction. With such realistic disguises readily available, the boundaries between reality and illusion are becoming increasingly blurred, leaving many to wonder just how far this technology will go. Number 7. Bullet trains. Japan changed the way the world moves with the invention of the Shinkansen, also known as the bullet train. Before its arrival, long-distance travel was slow and tiring, but Japan wanted to change that. In 1964, just in time for the Tokyo Olympics, they introduced the world's first high-speed rail system, and it was nothing short of a revolution. The Shinkansen could travel at speeds unheard of at the time, cutting travel times in half and making train travel more efficient than ever before. At first, people doubted whether such a train could be safe, especially at those speeds. Many feared derailments, crashes, and even the effect of the speed on passengers. But Japan proved everyone wrong. With advanced engineering, the Shinkansen was designed to be one of the safest transportation systems in the world. Even during major earthquakes, Japan's bullet trains have automatic emergency brakes that stop them before anything dangerous can happen. Since its launch, there has never been a single fatal accident due to a crash or derailment, something no other high-speed rail system in the world can claim. One of the biggest reasons for the Shinkansen's success is its use of cutting-edge technology. Unlike regular trains that run on steel tracks with traditional wheels, the bullet train uses specialized tracks and an advanced suspension system to keep it stable even at high speeds. This not only makes the ride incredibly smooth, but also reduces wear and tear, allowing the trains to last longer. Over the years, Japan has continued to improve the Shinkansen, making them even faster and more efficient. Some of the latest models can reach speeds of over 186 miles per hour, and newer ones being developed could go even faster. Another impressive feature of the Shinkansen is how it changed city-to-city travel in Japan. Before its creation, moving between Tokyo and Osaka, two of Japan's biggest cities, took several hours by car or regular train. With the Shinkansen, The same journey could be done in just over 2 hours. This made daily commuting between cities possible, boosting business and tourism across the country. People could work in one city and live in another without worrying about long travel times. Apart from speed and safety, the Shinkansen is also one of the most punctual train systems in the world. In most cases, the trains arrive within seconds of their scheduled time. Even if there is a delay, it's usually only by a few minutes, and the train companies immediately apologize for the inconvenience. In many countries, train delays are common, sometimes lasting hours. But in Japan, a delay of just 5 minutes is considered serious. As time went on, other countries saw how successful the Shinkansen was and wanted their own high-speed rail systems. Japan's bullet train technology inspired similar projects in Europe and China, and even the US is considering building high-speed rail networks modeled after Japan's. Today, Japan continues to push the limits of train travel with the development of magnetic levitation, maglev, trains, which float above the tracks using magnets, making them even faster and smoother. Number 6. Robotics and AI. For decades, Japan has been developing machines that can think, move, and even interact with people like never before. One of the most famous examples is Asimo, a humanoid robot created by Honda. When Asimo was first introduced, it shocked the world because it could walk on 2 legs, climb stairs, and even run. Most robots at the time could only move awkwardly or needed wheels to get around, but Asimo showed that a machine could move just like a human. But Asimo was just the beginning. Over the years, Japan kept improving its robots, making them smarter and more lifelike. Pepper, a robot made by SoftBank, was designed to understand human emotions and respond to conversations. Unlike other robots that simply followed commands, Pepper could read facial expressions, listen to tone of voice, and react in a way that felt natural. It wasn't just a machine, it was something people could actually interact with, which made it popular in places like stores, hotels, and even elderly care centers. One of the biggest reasons Japan became a leader in robotics and artificial intelligence is because they saw the need for it early on. With a rapidly aging population, Japan realized they needed robots to help with jobs that require physical labor or caregiving. Instead of just using robots for factories, they started creating machines that could work in hospitals, assist the elderly, and even take care of daily household chores. Some robots were designed to help lift patients out of bed, while others were programmed to provide companionship to people who lived alone. Japan also introduced robots into the world of entertainment. One of the most famous examples is Aibo, the robotic dog created by Sony. Aibo could bark, wag its tail, and even recognize its owner's voice. It wasn't just a toy, it was a smart companion that learned and adapted over time. Many people who couldn't have real pets found comfort in Aibo, and it became one of the most well-known robotic pets in the world. In factories, Japan's robots changed the way things were built. Unlike older machines that simply repeated the same motions, modern Japanese robots use artificial intelligence to learn from their mistakes and improve their performance. This made manufacturing faster, more efficient, and safer. Robots could now assemble cars, test products, and even fix problems on their own. Big companies like Toyota and Nissan use thousands of these intelligent machines to build cars with extreme precision, reducing human error and making production faster than ever before. Japan didn't stop at making robots for work and entertainment. They also developed some of the most advanced disaster response robots in the world. After experiencing devastating earthquakes and tsunamis, Japan realized they needed machines that could go into dangerous areas where humans couldn't. They built robots that could search for survivors in collapsed buildings, remove debris, and even enter nuclear disaster zones. These machines played a huge role after the Fukushima nuclear disaster, where radiation levels were too high for humans to safely enter. Without these robots, the cleanup process would have been much slower and more dangerous. Japan's advancements in artificial intelligence and robotics have not only shocked the world, but have also shaped the future of technology. Number 5. Smart cities. One of Japan's most impressive achievements is the creation of smart cities. These are not just futuristic ideas, but real places where technology is changing how people live, work, and move around every single day. One of the most well-known examples is Fujisawa Sustainable Smart Town, a city built from the ground up with the goal of being completely energy efficient, environmentally friendly, and technologically advanced. This city, located about 30 miles from Tokyo, was developed by Panasonic along with other Japanese companies to showcase how future cities should function. Every home in Fujisawa is designed to produce its own energy through solar panels and smart power grids. Unlike regular homes that rely completely on traditional electricity sources, these houses generate and store their own power, reducing waste and ensuring that residents always have electricity, even during natural disasters. One of the standout features of Japan's smart cities is their transportation system. Instead of focusing on gas-powered cars, these cities are built with electric vehicles, shared bikes, and hydrogen-powered buses in mind. Fujisawa has special charging stations for electric cars placed all around the city, making it easy for residents to switch to eco-friendly vehicles. There are also smart traffic systems that use artificial intelligence to reduce congestion, monitor road conditions, and adjust traffic lights in real time. This means less time wasted in traffic and a huge drop in pollution. Some of these cities have even introduced self-driving taxis, offering people a glimpse into what the future of transportation could look like. Another major feature that makes Japan's smart cities stand out is their safety technology. Unlike regular cities where surveillance cameras are just used for recording, Japan uses artificial intelligence to analyze data in real time. In cities like Kashiwa-no-ha, which is another major smart city project, security systems are connected to sensors that can detect unusual activity and alert authorities before something happens. For example, if someone collapses on the street, the system can immediately notify emergency services without anyone having to call for help. Similarly, in the case of a fire or earthquake, buildings have automatic response systems that can shut off gas lines, send alerts to residents, and even activate drones to assess damage from above. Technology in these cities also plays a huge role in health and well-being. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world, and its smart cities are designed to support healthy living. Public spaces are equipped with sensors that track air quality, noise levels, and even temperature changes to create the best environment for people. Some cities have interactive streetlights that change brightness based on how many people are around, reducing unnecessary energy use while still keeping streets well lit at night. There are also smart parks that use artificial intelligence to suggest walking or jogging routes based on a person's fitness level, and medical centers that use robots to assist in surgeries or provide remote healthcare consultations. Even grocery shopping and daily errands are different in Japan's smart cities. Many homes are connected to a digital system where residents can order groceries through voice commands, and their shopping is delivered by autonomous robots. In some cases, stores themselves are almost completely automated, with no human cashiers. Shoppers simply pick up their items, and sensors automatically scan and charge them as they walk out, making the entire process seamless. This type of convenience extends to public services as well, where artificial intelligence chatbots help people with everything from paying bills to booking government appointments. Japan's smart cities are more than just a technological experiment. They are a model for the future. By focusing on clean energy, artificial intelligence, smart transportation, and automation, these cities are proving that it is possible to create urban areas that are not only efficient, but also improve the quality of life for their residents. Number 4. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Japan's space program has achieved incredible milestones that have left the world in awe. One of the biggest achievements came when Japan successfully landed a spacecraft on an asteroid, collected samples, and brought them back to Earth. This was part of the Hayabusa missions, which no other country had done before in such a precise way. The first mission, Hayabusa 1, had some technical issues, but still managed to return asteroid dust in the year 2010. The second mission, Hayabusa 2, was even more impressive because it not only landed on an asteroid, but also fired a small explosive device to create an artificial crater, allowing it to collect underground samples. This was the first time scientists got to study materials untouched for billions of years. Japan's ability to pull off such a complex space mission with a relatively smaller budget than agencies like NASA or the European Space Agency left many experts amazed. The country has also played a big role in the International Space Station, contributing technology and sending astronauts who have been key members of space missions. The Kibo module, which Japan built for the space station, is the largest experiment facility in orbit. It allows scientists to conduct research in ways that would be impossible on Earth, especially in medicine and material science. Japan is not stopping there. The country is now focusing on moon exploration and has partnered with the United States and other space agencies to send a lander to the lunar surface. They are also developing a rover that can survive in extreme lunar conditions, something that could be critical for future human settlements on the moon. One of the most exciting projects is Japan's plan to build a space-based solar power system, which could one day beam energy from space directly to Earth. If successful, this would change how the world gets its electricity. Another area where Japan is leading in space technology is satellite development. The country has built some of the most advanced Earth observation satellites, which help track weather patterns, natural disasters, and climate change. These satellites are so precise that they can detect minor shifts in the Earth's surface, helping scientists predict earthquakes. Given that Japan is a country prone to natural disasters, this technology is not just about science, but also about saving lives. Perhaps what makes Japan's space program so fascinating is that they focus on innovation and efficiency rather than just spending massive amounts of money. While other countries are competing to land humans on Mars, Japan is quietly working on projects that have direct benefits for Earth, like asteroid mining, climate monitoring, and space-based energy solutions. The rest of the world has no choice but to take notice because Japan keeps proving that with the right technology, even the impossible can become reality. Before we move on, it's time for today's subscriber's pick. Take a look at this intriguing image. A female robot lies on a table, seemingly in the final stages of development. With rapid advancements in robotics, could we be on the brink of a world where distinguishing between human women and their robotic counterparts becomes a challenge? The mass production of female robots raises a whirlwind of debate. Some worry that these lifelike machines could replace women in various aspects of life, jobs, relationships, even companionship. Others see them as revolutionary, capable of taking on dangerous, strenuous tasks and offering new possibilities in healthcare, assistance, and beyond. What do you think about this future? Exciting innovation or a step too far? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 3. Japanese electric vehicles. While many countries were still stuck on traditional fuel-powered cars, Japanese automakers were already years ahead, working on cleaner and smarter alternatives. One of the biggest names that shook the industry was Toyota, with its hybrid car, the Prius. When it hit the market in the late 90s, it was the first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, combining a gasoline engine with an electric motor. At a time when people were not even thinking about fuel efficiency and carbon emissions, Toyota made the impossible possible. The success of the Prius pushed other car makers to start working on their own electric and hybrid models. Nissan took things even further when it introduced the Leaf in 2010. It was one of the first fully electric cars that was actually practical for everyday drivers. Unlike other electric vehicles at the time, which were expensive and had poor battery life, the Leaf was affordable and had a decent driving range. It made the idea of driving an electric car realistic for people who had never considered it before. The fact that a Japanese company was leading the way in this revolution forced the rest of the world, including major automakers in the United States and Europe, to take electric cars seriously. But Japan did not stop there. While other countries were catching up with electric vehicles, Japanese engineers were already working on hydrogen fuel cell cars. Toyota once again shocked the world when it introduced the Mirai, a car that runs on hydrogen and only emits water vapor. Unlike regular electric cars that need hours to charge, the Mirai could be refueled in minutes, just like a gasoline car. This was a groundbreaking step because it solved one of the biggest problems with electric cars: charging time. Even today, hydrogen fuel cell technology is still considered one of the most promising alternatives to traditional fuel, and Japan remains at the forefront of this innovation. Beyond just making electric cars, Japan also made huge advances in battery technology. The country has some of the world's leading battery manufacturers, including Panasonic, which partnered with Tesla to develop high-performance batteries. These batteries are not only used in cars, but also in renewable energy storage, helping to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. This means that Japan is not just building electric vehicles, but also creating the technology that powers them. Number 2. 6G and telecommunications. From the early days of mobile phones to the rise of sixth-generation networks, Japan has played a massive role in shaping the future of communication. Long before most countries had reliable fourth-generation networks, Japan was already experimenting with faster and more efficient ways to transfer data. In the early 2020s, they were among the first to roll out fifth-generation networks on a large scale, offering lightning-fast speeds and near-instant connectivity. While other countries were still adapting to this new technology, Japan had already set its sights on the next big leap: sixth-generation networks. Now, Japan is leading the charge in developing sixth-generation technology, a breakthrough that promises speeds up to 1,000 times faster than fifth-generation networks. This new technology isn't just about improving internet speeds on phones, it's about revolutionizing the way we interact with the digital world. With ultra-low latency and the ability to connect an unprecedented number of devices, sixth-generation networks will power everything from real-time holographic communication to fully autonomous smart cities. Japanese companies like NTT Docomo and SoftBank have been testing sixth-generation technology for years, long before many countries even considered its potential. Their research focuses on integrating artificial intelligence, quantum communication, and space-based networks to create an ultra-reliable and intelligent system. While other nations are still in the early stages of planning, Japan is already building the infrastructure needed to make sixth-generation networks a reality. The impact of this technology will go far beyond faster downloads. Sixth-generation networks will enable advanced medical procedures, such as remote robotic surgeries with zero lag, making healthcare more accessible worldwide. It will also transform transportation by allowing self-driving vehicles to communicate instantly, reducing accidents and improving traffic flow. Even industries like entertainment and education will be reshaped, with immersive virtual and augmented reality experiences becoming the norm. One of the most impressive things about Japan's telecommunications revolution is how quickly they implement new technology. In many countries, upgrading networks takes years due to regulations and infrastructure challenges. But in Japan, strong collaboration between the government and private companies ensures rapid deployment. When sixth-generation technology becomes commercially available, Japan will likely be one of the first countries to roll it out nationwide. Another key factor that sets Japan apart is the reliability of its networks. Even during natural disasters like earthquakes and typhoons, Japan's communication systems remain stable. After the devastating 2011 earthquake and tsunami, Japan made significant improvements to its infrastructure, ensuring that its networks could withstand extreme conditions. With sixth-generation technology, these systems will become even more resilient, allowing seamless communication no matter the circumstances. Japan's influence on global telecommunications cannot be overstated. Many of the innovations developed by Japanese companies are now shaping the future of networks worldwide. Their advancements in high-speed connectivity, AI-driven communication, and smart infrastructure are setting the standard for the rest of the world. Number 1. Virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality and augmented reality have become game changers in the tech world, and Japan is one of the countries leading the charge. While many people think of virtual reality and augmented reality as tools for gaming, Japan has taken things much further, pushing boundaries in ways that have changed how people interact with digital spaces. One of the most well-known names in the world of virtual reality is Sony. With the PlayStation VR, Sony made high-quality virtual reality gaming available to millions of people worldwide. The headset was one of the first to offer a truly immersive experience at a price that was more affordable than many high-end systems. It allowed players to step inside their favorite games and interact with them in ways that had never been possible before. Sony has continued to improve the technology, working on even more advanced versions that make virtual worlds feel even more realistic. But Japan's influence in virtual reality goes beyond gaming. The country has been using the technology in ways that are changing industries like education, healthcare, and even tourism. In schools, virtual reality is being used to create interactive learning experiences. Students can take virtual field trips to places they might never be able to visit in real life, such as ancient temples, deep-sea environments, or even outer space. This approach makes learning more engaging and helps students understand complex subjects in a way that textbooks never could. In the medical field, Japanese companies have been using virtual reality to train doctors and surgeons. Instead of practicing on cadavers or waiting for real-life cases, medical students can now use virtual reality simulations to perform complex surgeries in a risk-free environment. This has helped improve the skills of doctors and reduce the chances of mistakes during real operations. Augmented reality is also being used in hospitals, where doctors can wear special glasses that display important patient information during surgery, allowing them to focus on their work without looking away. Tourism is another industry where Japan has been making waves with virtual reality and augmented reality. The country is home to some of the most famous cultural landmarks in the world, and now, thanks to virtual reality, people can visit them without even leaving their homes. Companies have created detailed virtual tours of places like Kyoto's ancient temples, the bustling streets of Tokyo, and even Mount Fuji. For those who do visit in person, augmented reality apps allow tourists to point their smartphones at landmarks and see historical information or 3D reconstructions of how the sites looked in the past. Japan's advancements in virtual reality and augmented reality also play a role in helping people with disabilities. For individuals who may not be able to travel or experience certain activities due to physical limitations, virtual reality opens up new possibilities. People in wheelchairs can explore the streets of Shibuya, and those with visual impairments can use augmented reality tools that provide audio descriptions of their surroundings. These innovations make the world more accessible and inclusive for everyone. The country is also a pioneer in creating virtual reality social spaces. While the idea of virtual reality chat rooms has existed for a while, Japan has taken it to the next level with entire virtual worlds where people can meet, interact, and even do business. Some companies now hold virtual reality meetings instead of traditional video calls, allowing employees to feel like they are truly in the same room, even if they are thousands of miles apart. In some cases, people have even attended virtual reality concerts, where they can watch their favorite artists perform in a digital space while interacting with other fans. Japan's work in virtual reality and augmented reality is far from over. The country continues to invest in making these technologies even better, with research focused on improving visual quality, reducing motion sickness, and making devices lighter and more comfortable to wear. As the technology evolves, it is likely that Japan will continue to lead the way, creating new ways for people to experience digital worlds in ways that were once only imagined in science fiction. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.